Hello, this is Pintun from Odishatv.in bringing you today's news from Odisha. First, the headlines. In a stunning victory, Congress candidate Gauri Das wins the by-election for Ward number 21 in Cuttack Municipal Corporation. 7 union ministers to visit various places in Odisha from June 6 in an apparent move to keep the momentum generated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Bulletin. Seeking to target the BJD government in the state for its alleged failures, Odisha Congress to observe June 10 as Odishatv Divas. Police arrests men accused of Balangir honor killing. OHRC asks District Collector to submit a report on the case within 2 weeks. And Central Government to spend rupees 5,300 crore for the development of various projects in Paradip Port. Now the details. In a stunning victory that went against conventional wisdom, Congress candidate Gauri Das has won the by-election for Ward number 21 in the Cuttack Municipal Corporation, the results of which were declared on Saturday morning. Das defeated her BJD rival Tulsi Behra by a significant margin of 217 votes. She got 1601 votes while BJD candidate Tulsi Behra and BJP candidate Padmini Behra polled 1384 and 935 votes respectively, ending up at second and the third position. The by-election was held yesterday. Notably, the by-poll was necessitated after corporator cum mayor Anita Behra resigned from both the posts on December 29 last year, following a controversy over her name figuring in the NFSA ration card list. On the other hand, BJD candidate Bhanumati Majumdar won the by-election for Ward number 12 of Umarkot Municipal Corporation.
आज 8टारे गणित आरंभ है 3 राउंड रे हमरो काउंटिंग सरला 6टा बूथ रो 2टा काउंटिंग टेबल थिला हमरो भोट गणित रो फलाफल श्रीमती गौरी दास भारतीय जातीय कांग्रेस 1601 खंड वोट पाइले। तुलसी बेहरा बिजू जनता दल से पाइले 1384 खंड वोट। पद्मिनी बेहरा भारतीय जनता पार्टी से पाइले 938 वोट। भारती बेहरा इंडिपेंडेंट ये कि मोट 47 खंड वोट पाई आमर फलाफल गौरी दास विजयी घोषित होइछे।
Aiming to repeat the success it achieved in the recent elections in Assam, in the 2019 assembly polls in Odisha, the BJP has lined up as many as 7 union ministers who will visit various places in the state starting June 6 in an apparent move to keep the momentum generated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Baleswar on Thursday going. Party sources said Union Minister for Steel and Mines Narendra Singh Tomar is scheduled to attend a rally in Rourkela on June 6. Though the detailed schedule of the visit of the other 6 ministers is yet to be finalized, party sources said Union Road Transport and Highways and Shipping Minister Nitin Gadkari will address a public meeting in Bhubaneswar, while Union Ministers Najma Heptullah, Manohar Parikar, Ashok Gajapati Raju, Santosh Gangwar and Prakash Javadkar will also address functions in Sambalpur, Cuttack, Barampur, Bargarh and Puri respectively. Though the frequent tours of union ministers to Odisha is not new, political analysts feel the Saffron Party has set its sights on Odisha to regain the base it had lost post the 2009 polls after its alliance with BJD broke. No less than 35 union ministers have visited Odisha, some of them multiple times, during the 2 years of the Narendra Modi's government. Besides, 18 members of Modi's cabinet have attended several programs in the state. Modi himself has visited Odisha 4 times after being sworn in as the Prime Minister of India, thrice during this year alone. Seeking to target the BJD government in the state for its alleged failures, Odisha Congress will observe June 10 as Odishatv Divas. As part of the program, Congress activists will gherav block offices and district headquarters as a mark of protest. At Bhavanipatna, the Kalahandi District Congress was holding a party rally demanding fulfillment of its 8-point charter of demands.
आगामी जून 10 तारीख रे कांग्रेस पक्षर पालन करा जाउछि धिकार दिवस सरकारी बीजेडी सरकार रो दुर्नीति भ्रष्टाचार एवं विफलता विरुद्ध रे तमाम ओडिसा रे
नवीन पटनायक को सदाबेले भोट देई कर आसी करी तांकर एमपी तामर एवेले से माने समस्त अछन कलाहांडी दुख देखे नहीं पारबार जैन यूपीए सरकार 35 केजी चाउल जाउथला गरीब लोक मान को समस्त काटी दिछन
कांग्रेस आज दिशाहीन हो जाइए से जो समस्या गुड़क उपस्थापन आगु कर पुणी थे दोहराइवा नहीं कि से प्रयास कर
A week after he killed his teenage pregnant daughter for marrying outside the caste, Kailas Tanla, who was on the run since the incident, was arrested from Bordamal area in the district on Friday. Yesterday, we got information about Tanla's presence in Bordamal. A GRP team arrested him from near Bordamal railway station, said an police officer. Kailas has confessed to the crime during interrogation, he said. Meanwhile, taking so much cognizance of the honor killing incident, the Odisha Human Rights Commission on Friday asked the district collector to submit a report on the case within 2 weeks. The superintendent of police of the district and executive officer of Balangir municipality have been made party in the commission's order. The incident made media headlines a week ago after the body of the girl Geeta Tanla, who was murdered by her father for marrying outside the caste, was thrown into a dump yard by the municipality officials as her relatives didn't turn up to perform the last rites, fearing social boycott. Even though the government has implemented the Harishchandra Yojana to provide for funeral of unclaimed bodies, neither the civic body nor the district administration made any attempt to ensure the last rites are performed for the victim. The municipality, which threw the body after post-mortem, simply passed on the buck to the district administration. The new startup policy formulated by the state government, which will be implemented from this month, is targeting to attract rupees 2.5 lakh crore investments in the state. The policy, which seeks to achieve the objectives set in Vision 2025, also aims to transform Odisha into one of the major manufacturing hubs in eastern India. According to sources, the new startup policy also aims to generate 10 lakh employment opportunities. In 2015-16, the state government approved 39 projects worth rupees 48,000 crores. Moreover, the Industries Department is also laying emphasis on downstream industries along with ease of doing business.
जो माइलस्टोन अच्छी जे आमर बाय 2025 जो रोड मैप तैयारी आम फोकस सेक्टर जो पांचटे से किभली आम जॉब क्रिएट हो पार 10 लाख जॉब और 2.5 लाख कोटी टंकार ऊर्ध इन्वेस्टमेंट हम ता छड़ा आम प्रायोरिटी सेक्टर भी 17 अच्छी और ये सब विषय देखाई और जो रिफॉर्म्स अच्छी सेकेंड स्टेज ऑफ रिफॉर्म्स ओडिशा जो एस्पायरिंग लीडर इज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस रही तार 80% कंप्लायंसेस होता माननीय मुख्यमंत्री रिव्यू रे अवगत होते.
The central government will be spending rupees 28,321 crores on modernization of ports in Odisha, out of which rupees 23,021 crores will be spent on developing intra-port connectivity. According to sources, the rest of rupees 5,300 crore will be spent on the development of various projects in Paradip port. As many as 16 projects have been finalized, which include roads to various ports, rail connectivity and pipeline layout. Sources inform that rupees 3,000 crore will be spent on laying a pipeline between the Paradip port and Hyderabad. Rupees 6,000 crore will be spent on construction of heavy haul railway corridor between Talcher and Paradip. Moreover, improvement of the outer harbour and IWT terminal, extension of coal stockyard and construction of coal export berth, etc. will be carried out at the Paradip port. Ahead of the onset of monsoon in Odisha, the administrations of all districts were on Friday asked to submit final report about their preparedness in the next 10 days. The state fire department was asked to keep all 292 fire stations in the state on alert 24/7 to face any eventuality. On the fire department's preparedness, Sukant Kumar Sethi, Chief Fire Officer, said all fire stations will be on alert with their equipment ready. Satyajit Mohanty, additional DGP headquarters, said we are adding 10 more Odishatv units to the existing 10 units, thereby ensuring deployment of one dedicated unit for 1 or 2 districts. Meanwhile, the Regional Meteorological Center in Bhubaneswar forecast that monsoon rains will occur in Odisha a few days after it hits Kerala in the next 3 to 4 days. Pre-monsoon rains have already started in Bhubaneswar and interior parts of the state on Friday. The capital city recorded 60 mm of rains on Friday.
संपूर्ण भाव आसंता मनसून सीजन किभली प्रस्तुति अच्छा यहाँ आम चेक करुचु जार किसी कमी थी आज तागिद भी करुचु 10 दिन भर ठीक करके आमको जना ये सब जिन ठीक है बोली
ओड्राफ को आम 10 रु बर्तमान ओडिशा 10 यूनिट अच्छी आम 10 रु 20 करने जाऊँ आउ 10 यूनिट एक्सट्रा करा सो से जो 10 हूँ तार ट्रेनिंग तार इक्विपमेंट आने दरकार हूँ ये 20 यूनिट हो गले प्राय प्रत्येक गोटे 2टा जिला गोटे गोटे यूनिट डेडिकेटेड रही पारे
पूर्व आम समस्ते सब फायर स्टेशन जिते फायर स्टेशन अच्छी समस्ते अलर्ट रे पाखे जो इक्विपमेंट अच्छी पावर बोट पावर सॉ टावर लाइट एवं अदर जो कटिंग गियर अच्छी लाइटिंग गियर अच्छी लिफ्टिंग गियर अच्छी से गुडी रेडी करके आम रखिबू.
The Human Resource Development Ministry on Friday began its probe into the NIT sexual harassment case. Under Secretary of the Ministry Rajesh Singh Solanki reached the institute campus and talked to the students, faculty members, the fact-finding team and the director of the institute. Police are yet to nab the accused security officer Balaram Champatire, who has been accused of sexual harassment by several women working under him. Students of the NIT who had been observing a protest demanding the dismissal of Champatire had withdrawn their star on Thursday. Minati Devta, social activist who appeared before the ministry official, said, "We didn't get any assurance from the undersecretary. The director was answering all queries asked by us." The undersecretary said he will submit a report to the ministry and we need not to worry. She added. Meanwhile, members of the Adivasi Vikas Manch staged a protest in front of Rourkela SP and NIT and submitted a memorandum to the undersecretary.
हमारा जो फैक्ट फाइंडिंग कमिटी है डीन्स कमिटी प्लस लेडी प्रोफेसर्स से सांगे विस्तृत आलोचना होती किंतु प्रत्यक्षदर्शी हिसाब से इंस्टीट्यूट रिपोर्टा दवाई मिशन होती मत मुझे लिखित देखनी कौन पठाई किंतु पूरा इनक्वारी करवा पुलिस ऑफिसर विषय सी कम नुह सी होती एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर लोक मिनिस्ट्री दृष्टिकोण
कारण जी अंडर सेक्रेटरी जी आसछन्ती से कौन प्रतिश्रुति भी देलनी आम जो क्वेश्चन तर आंसर सब आम डायरेक्टर दौले जो आम पचारू आपण भितर डायरेक्टर सीनियर ना आपण सीनियर से लास्ट से जस्ट कहले आम आज इनक्वारी करूँ समस्त डाकिकी आम इनक्वारी करूँ जहाँ भी रिपोर्ट मुझे ऊपर नहीं देवी आम मिनिस्ट्री को देखेबी आप निश्चिंत रुहतु.
Making means meet of Bhubaneswar's claim of being smart city number 1 in the country. A 20-30 minute spell of rain on Friday afternoon left the capital hospital, the premier government hospital located in the heart of the city, grappling with knee-deep water inside its premises. People were seen wading through knee-deep water to enter the wards. The worst affected was the labor ward, which has patients sprawled on the veranda at the best of times due to the limited number of beds. But with rainwater gushing through the veranda, patients had to be evacuated and shoved into the already overcrowded wards in a hurry. Even the kitchen and electric supply room of the hospital were waterlogged after the pre-monsoon showers. Seashore CMD Prasant Das has threatened to move the court against the Odisha government for disobeying the Supreme Court's order. Though the apex court had asked the state government to complete the investigation in the Seashore case by May end, the government is yet to complete the probe, he said. Subhankar Naik, the AD of Das and a conduit between the Ponji farm and political leaders, also questioned the functioning of CBI. Though the state government has received an interim report from the Justice M.M. Das Commission probing the multi-thousand crore cheat fund scam in Odisha a week ago, it's yet to take a call on refund of money to small investors. Sources said the panel in its report has recommended the process of how to refund money to small depositors who had lost their money to the cheat fund firms. They added that the Commission has prepared the interim report on the basis of 26,976 affidavits out of the more than 8 lakh affidavits filed with it. After identifying small investors with deposits below rupees 10,000, the Commission has sent so-cause notices to 85 Ponzi firms for refunding money to depositors. While some of the firms have appeared before the panel, some are yet to turn up.
मैटर सबजुडिस अछि तेणु किछ कहि परिबि
फिर भी आपण चाहनांती कि मैटर जते शीघ्र सरो आपण चाहनांती
हां चाहछु
कोन चाहछु
जमा करी केमि जल्दी पैसा पांतु
आ तदंत
सरीबो चालीछि तदंतकारी ऑफिसर माने
The ADs of arrested self-styled godman Sarathi Baba alias Santosh Raul were questioned by the Enforcement Directorate officials on Friday. While contractor Pradeep Sahu was quizzed on illegal transactions of Satyam Charitable Trust as well as its land deals, 2 staff of the ashram of Sarathi, Saroj Raut and Vichitra, were interrogated about financial activities of the self-styled godman, said sources. Yesterday, Satyam, the foster son of Sarathi, was interrogated by the ED officials for 5 hours at the agency's office at Bhubaneswar. Before wrapping up, the news headlines once again. In a stunning victory, Congress candidate Gauri Das wins the by-election for Ward number 21 in Cuttack Municipal Corporation. 7 union ministers to visit various places in Odisha from June 6 in an apparent move to keep the momentum generated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Baleshwar. Seeking to target the BJD government in the state for its alleged failures, Odisha Congress to observe June 10 as Dhikkar Divas. Police arrests men accused of Balangir honor killing. OHRC asks District Collector to submit a report on the case within 2 weeks. And central government to spend rupees 5,300 crore for the development of various projects in Paradip Port. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.